All right, 7 o'clock in the morning. All year, good morning. For the now coming out the Honnestville.
That's a new song? New local? No, the rhythm.
Who got they're not danger for that? For no? Okay. I know. Traffic start to build up or start to ease up in Honnestville? Start to build up now? Nah. Don't want to be nice right now. Okay, all right, good. If you're in Kingston, count your blessings.
Sounds like a shatter.
Did you see the truck that went off the road going down Sign Hill? Not Castle Hill. Sign Hill.
That's in Roseau?
Yeah, just it's on the main road, just as you go past like the deep corner on the other side. It's a white truck right in the.
Jeez. Talking about that, I have a road. I was saying something to you. The minivan men, y'all need to do better. Eh? So we'll come back to all that. So yeah,
all right.
Touching on
false imprisonment or suspicion of fraud.
But okay, again,
let me give you the story.
Yeah, give it back.
So I'll give you as written by Eyewitness News. Opposition leader Ralph Gonzalez says the police could be made to answer a case of unlawful detention after a woman was kept in custody on the weekend in connection with the distribution of housing materials. Gonzalez said the person in question is Anicia Christopher, a wonderful lady from South Central Wynwood.
Oh, yes, wonderful.
So it's not from his constituency, it's from Sabi's constituency. Or I can't even say Sabi now, I have to say Bruce.
Yeah.
Bruce's constituency. On Friday, the police took her up. This is according to the former PM. They kept her until 11 o'clock the night and asked her to come back to the Connery police station on the morning of Saturday. Gon said, adding that he saw the woman at his house in Gorse after he was told about the development on Saturday. Presenting what he said were the facts of the case, the former Prime Minister said it was a matter of clear, bad governance and more the denial of rights of this woman. Gonzalez said Christopher had received a letter instructing her to proceed on vacation leave. He said it was later announced on radio that they're all going to be fired. She didn't get a letter yet that she was fired, but be that as it may, the Ministry of Mobilization got in touch with the Ministry of Housing about 3 particular cases in South Central Wynwood area which cried out for assistance. It's a very difficult situation for them, extraordinarily difficult for the people, he said. And as a result, the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Housing enlisted the assistance of Miss Christopher to distribute materials. The Ministry of Housing organized, not Miss Christopher, for a truck which was incidentally owned by a policeman and driven by a policeman to pick up materials at the Camden Park warehouse for housing at Arnesville and to pass at North Union to collect a few pieces of plywood, Gonzalez said. He said somebody apparently told a politician on the NDP side that Christopher had the truck to distribute the materials to the 3 people. Gonzalez declined to identify the NDP politician, saying, I want him to come and say something. His name would be cool, but I'm a fair and reasonable person. I want him to give himself an opportunity to answer what I'm saying. He said the politician contacted a particular senior police officer, and as a result of the report, Christopher was taken to the Connery police station. Shortly after Miss Christopher was at the Connery police station, the Permanent Secretary called the Connery police station and said, I am the accounting officer in the Ministry of Housing. The ministry asked for a favor to be done by Miss Christopher, and that's all she was doing. She hasn't stolen any materials. She hasn't done anything illegal. She was just helping. That's all she was doing. So what do you think?
First to begin, why is it whoever the unknown minister is had to go and give any?
It's an issue within the government.
If it's a he, I think he said, right?
Is a he?
Is a he? I mean, look, if you think fraud is happening, if you think somebody who's not connected to this department, who's no longer in working for government,
right,
is collecting materials,
right. No, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the part where, okay, but anyway, scratch that. So, okay, so the on whose instruction was this material given to who?
According to the PM, the Permanent Secretary.
They're saying that it was all within the scope of work.
Was it?
Well, if the Permanent Secretary comes out and says that they instructed the person to, then you should be able to take it as such.
Or should you?
Well, on the face of it, you should. permanent secretaries basically run ministries, right? So if whatever happened,
Why would you ask Miss Christopher to go and organize this?
short staff, she's on vacation leave, or she just hasn't received her letter because she was on vacation leave.
It says she wasn't there.
Well, if she's one of the ones whose contract wasn't renewed,
Right.
They were assessor assistants.
Mm-hmm.
And if you were on the chopping block.
So assessor assistant, why would you be tasked with
as
distributing material?
As the opposition leader said, doing a favor, doing the government a favor.
Yeah,
is it that, or is it that she realizes that her job has gone? Let me make a quick grab on the materials before I'm. Is that possible?
How would you?
You know what I mean? I know. I've lost. Maybe before I had access to building material. By the by, right? Because I don't think the system is that tight. So I'm an assessor assistant. Maybe I have the ways and means of accessing material. I realize I've lost my job or my contract hasn't been renewed.
Right.
So that avenue for me getting material may be closing.
Right.
Do I now speed up I play ignorant. I don't know I've been let go. I don't realize my contract's ended, even though the contract would have been for a fixed term. And I'm now trying to get material quickly. Because I know in another few days that window's going to be closed. Is that possible?
I'm sure it's possible. The thing that you are now relying on is that the permanent secretary would come out and say, well, that they should not have utilized this person to give this person any instructions to pick up anything.
Because you're home.
But the reality is, if the permanent secretary is corroborating that story that they were instructed to, it's a whole different thing.
First off, right? I'm asking rather than stating. How granular does a permanent secretary get?
It's a different word.
Dumb
it down for me.
How much detail does a permanent secretary know Christopher Jones is getting 3 sheets of galvanized and a sack of cement? Does he know that Jeannie's getting 2 4x8?
Probably,
Yeah.
Not.
Probably.
I doubt that.
Now, listen.
Why do you say probably?
Because of the way things have been run.
Explain that.
For
Explain
many
that. now we're in the explaining game. Explain that to me.
So, I think the previous government, maybe governments before that as well, like to have this close control of who gets what. We saw a video of.
I think they give you that impression that they know that.
Look, do you remember just a few weeks ago we looked at a video of a gentleman under a tree writing down who's getting what?
I'm making a phone call.
I just want you to remember what position that person was.
I was the prime minister.
And should that person
prime minister at the time?
At the time, should that person be so granular about who gets what?
So he's sending them no.
Listen, man.
Think about it though.
No, but put yourself in the permanent secretary's shoes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Could I remember the details of 10 people's orders? 2 cement, 1 of this, 4 of that, bag of nails.
You shouldn't,
right? Can I remember it for 10 people?
Probably.
Can I remember it for 50 people?
Gets harder.
Can I remember it for 100 people?
Kind of lost some.
But
right.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Is that I can't imagine a permanent secretary would know some random person. Remember this is post-election now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's close enough though.
Some random person who needed 2 of this, 1 of that, and 4 of that. I
might not remember the details of what they wanted, but I know they're on the list. I know they're on the list though,
Or is it
because that list has to be approved.
Or is this really a case that the permanent secretary didn't approve any of this, and we're just being told this?
I just going to ask you that
because
or is it that?
this suits the narrative.
Yeah. Is it really that?
Or they were instructed to call and say that they.
Let's imagine, right? All right, I work in there, and in my head, I need 10 sheets of play. Well, I'm working, but I don't need it right now. But I'm working, so I know I could basically pull it whenever I need it.
Okay.
Right? I hear on the radio, I read in the newspaper, I see it online on Facebook. Those contracts are not being renewed. Everybody's losing their job as of the 31st of December. Right? Contracts ended. All of a sudden now, my needs have gone up because all of a sudden now my window of opportunity has reduced.
Yeah.
Right? I may not have
I need to start.
I may not have any links at all in another few days.
I promised somebody something.
Right?
I want to deliver.
Those 10 that I could have just sat on because I didn't need them right now. All of a sudden now they become
Chris, we gotta move.
We gotta move.
We gotta move.
I can't imagine a permanent secretary remembering that Loop Boy needed or I just can't see that.
They might remember that you needed.
I can't even see
They might not remember what you needed.
Listen, there's hundreds of people need.
Look, if you have been operating on the premise of close control, like, it doesn't even matter if the rest of the ministry runs the way it's supposed to run. This is one of your main things to make sure you
Still
get
can't
right.
see it, man. Still can't see it.
You can open your eyes if you can't see it.
Exactly.
So
I just don't think people have the capacity to remember that much information.
Yeah, I think they do.
Most people can't remember a 10-digit number.
I don't need to remember the fine details. I need to remember the names and faces.
That's it.
Maybe. So
And remember, sorry, Chris.
No,
At the same time, right?
Mhm.
Remember, when you get the call, this is this person. These 10 people need this. You're executing that. So that done and out of the way. You don't pass on that message. Then the next 20 come in. You understand? So it's not for say you're sitting on that information or not. You passing that off one time.
I might not need to remember 100 at the same time.
Exactly.
Just the last 10.
yeah.
the PM may be calling, the ex-PM may be calling all of you for witness.
But you know,
Witness statement, character witness.
you really feel the PS had any knowledge about all this? I don't.
I think so.
I don't see it. I don't see it
I think they
personally.
knew. I think they knew.
I don't.
If they did know, is this grounds for them to be removed?
Listen,
And
man,
again, if they,
yeah.
I don't think
Well,
the leader of the opposition has any reason to lie to us.
I think it depends, right? I think it depends. Yeah. I think it.
Well, no, I've been genuine.
Yeah.
I've been genuine.
I mean, I'm going to ask some not random, I'm going to ask some junior person to go and organize a material for 3 other people.
When we come back.
Think about that. Why wouldn't I just say to you're one of the 3, Jagger, you organize it. Can you get a truck?
when we come back,
When we come back.
yeah, when we come back. Remember,
Chris,
we're going back.
we have a request there for. Off air.
I'm on the road.
Remember Captain? Yeah, Monty Roti.
Roti, yeah.
So somebody today's what, Wednesday? You can get beef roti.
Beef roti.
Yeah.
I find all of your options. You've been saying this basically now for about 2 years.
I didn't get that.
No.
And you get
I
nothing.
didn't get that.
Alado's only been open for one.
We've been there more than a year now.
Been 2 years?
I don't know if it's 2 years, but you've been there more than a year.
Oh.
Yeah, it must be close to 2 years. Okay.
Yeah.
When did Sandals start coming in?
They're celebrating 2 years next month.
Right. So
Lano was
it
before
around,
that.
No, I think it was around that time.
Around that same
Yeah.
time?
All right.
Okay. All right.
Grab your breakfast this morning.
Remember the airport was dead before that.
Grab your breakfast before that. Your lunch.
Lunch?
Your dinner, because they're open until the airport closes at Captain Lano's AIA.
All right, then we're coming back.
Are you